and welcome back to Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty, and this here is Buying and Trying. That means we've already filmed a companion beauty haul, and so this is where I am trying products that I've already bought, but I've not used yet, and I want to use them and see how they're going to work and create a full face look from new products. So, we have just filmed the beauty haul that this goes with. We filmed it yesterday, but I have yet to process it and put it in production. So that's what I'm going to do that once I finish doing this today. So, because this is my last thing to film. So, I am super excited. I got a lot of things. This is all the new stuff that I'm using here all came from the 21 Days of Beauty bonus day at Ulta on Friday. And so I'm super excited because I'm like, it's new stuff. I get to try it. One of the things I did try last night that was brand new, I got some more of the Pharmacy makeup cleansing balm. It was very good. It worked really well. I was very pleased with my skin and how it came out. So I was like, yay, this was great. So that is something I did try yesterday. But we have a few little things new in this and a few things that I bought in the previous beauty haul that I want to test and see how this works, because they are either I rebought it because it was the wrong shade, or it's something that I've used before, but I've not used this particular shade. And so I'll mention that when we get there. So let's get started. I'm looking at my little table to see where I want to get started, just real quick. And I think we will start with the eyes. So I need to get one more thing out of my kit. Let's see if I can lean off camera to grab it. Okay. All right. So to get started, let's work on these eyes first. And while I'm letting that dry, I will do some, I'll set my face up with primer. So I'm trying to find, I want to get some, I want to use a different eye primer. I did not get any new eyeshadow primer, so I do want to use something that's gonna make it pop. All right, so to start with, this is not a new product, and of course, once we get to new products, I will tell you new product alert. So this is not a new product. This is something I use fairly often on this channel. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. This is in the shade Translucent. I think this is the shade Translucent. I learned it has a name. They do have names, because I bought the brown one recently and really like it, but I don't want to use it today. I've used it before and I know how it performs, and so I was trying to see, does it have a name on here? But I did find out that the brown has a shade color and this does have a shade color. Oh yeah, on the lid, on the lid it says light. So I'm using this whole time and didn't know it had a shade color. I just bought this one randomly. I bought it online and I didn't see that it had a name to it. So I bought this off of Amazon, and then I bought the medium, the tan deep one. I bought that from Ulta because I went to a different Ulta than the one that I usually go to, and they had the multiple colors. So I was like, oh, okay, I will buy it because I like how the light performs. So really, really like how this eyeshadow primer performs. It is great. It does make your pigment pop. It is quick drying. And it does hold that stuff in place. It holds whatever you put it up here on this eyelid. It's going to hold it in place. it don't move. I do set it though whenever I set my face, and I use a setting spray to set my face. I do make sure I get my eyes. I I lock down that eyeshadow with a setting spray. However, this is also doing a great job of locking it in place and making the pigment pop. And that says a lot, because usually I'm using this with a Juvia's Place or a ColourPop, and they're already super pigmented. It don't need that much help. So, all right. So while that is drying on the eye, let's put on a little bit of face primer. I haven't used this in a minute, and so I would like to use this. This is the SheGlam Pour No More primer. Like I say, it reminds me very much of the Sephora primer, and it's in consistency and how it performs. So that's what it looks like, and that is exactly what the Sephora one looks like. So I'm very pleased with this primer. I do like this. I like SheGlam. I know people be like, oh, we don't like SheGlam. SheGlam's terrible because it's Sheen. I don't have no problems with SheGlam. I really don't. I like performance wise, I don't care that it comes from Sheen. I don't shop on Sheen. So I mean, I don't buy stuff off of Sheen. Whenever I buy my SheGlam, I buy it off of Amazon. So I've never been on Sheen to buy it. But I don't shop on Sheen for anything. Like, I don't buy stuff off of Sheen. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, I know that Sheen makes SheGlam, but SheGlam is affordable. The makeup is actually really good. It performs well for me. I don't know about everybody else, but it seems to perform very well for me. Everything that I bought from SheGlam has been excellent. So I can't complain too loudly about it. And it's like I say, it's drugstore prices, and very, very affordable. I don't fool with Sheen, so I have no idea what Sheen is doing, other than I know some of their stuff be a little suspect, in terms of like quality and stuff, but that's all I know about it, because I don't fool around on it. I mean, if somebody tells me, oh, these are the things that Sheen has done, I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I could probably get down with not using it then. But like I say, the makeup portion of it seems to be fine. So I digress. All right, so while I was waiting for my eyes to dry, they have not dried entirely. So I want to give it a little bit more time. It's drying down to white, like a clear, translucent, whitish base a little bit. So that's the sign that it's ready, and this eye is almost ready, if not ready. Let me see, I'm tapping it, because if I can move it, that means it hasn't dried yet. But like I say, it's quick drying, so generally. All right, so I think that actually is dry. All right, so now because the majority of these products are pink that I'm trying to use, I'm going to do a pink eye to go with this, and hence why I'm wearing a pink bandana, and I'm going to use this pink eyeshadow pencil. So I know the last time we did something, it was pink also. I've been buying a lot of pink products, so that's why there's a lot of pink repetition of pink here. So sorry if you folks want a little bit something different than pink. I'm sorry. That's just that it happens to be the color of the things I'm buying here and trying. So, all right, let's go work on these eyes. All right, so for the eyeliner, this is not anything new. This is the ColourPop BFF cream gel liner in the shade Calabasas. I'm trying to see if I have another one. Do I want to use a different one than this one? Because I did use this last week. And the color that I'm going to do today may not necessarily go with this that well. Let me see. I have another one in Amethyst Hour that might be a little bit more appropriate, maybe. I'm thinking. I had worked all this out in my head before we got here, before I started filming, and then now I'm like, I'm second guessing myself on the color of this pencil that I want to use. Um, I don't know. And I don't have any other eyeshadow pencils, like eyeliner pencils, that are pink that are within reach. I'd have to go into the kit to pull it. I don't want to do that. All right, so let me reach into the kit to get the Amethyst Hour. All right, we're gonna do Amethyst Hour instead of the Calabasas. So this is that same thing, the BFF ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Amethyst Hour. And it's more of a lilac, deep lilac color instead of like a champagne pink. It's probably not going to make much of a difference here because the shade that I'm using is a deeper pink shade. And so you may not even care about this crease cut. But, cut the crease. And yes, while I'm doing this, let's address the fact that, yes, I do cut my crease a lot. I like to personally cut my crease because it gives me a guide of where to stop. I'm not going for drag makeup, so I don't want it all the way up to my eyebrows. So, and I'm not blocking my eyebrows. So yeah, your girl is going to do a crease cut. So it gives me a guide to be like, stop, full stop, stop. So yeah, I'm not doing all that. All right. So now for the eyeshadow, because I don't think I'm going to do a pinup lash line because I have some new mascara that I want to test out here. For the eyeshadow, we're going to do the ColourPop Cloud Spun. So I've used color out of this before. It is gorgeous. I really like it. Today we're going to use the shade that I've never used, Pillow Mint. And then we're going to top it with Cotton Cloud. So this is Pillow Mint here. And then this is Cotton Cloud up here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that very quickly. I actually really like these little ColourPop palettes. They are very good. I'm very pleased with them. I get excellent results out of them. I've also never used Cotton Cloud, so I bought this palette a while back, and I've just never used it. So let's see how she works. Oh, that's a beautiful pink. It's a beautiful deep pink, and it actually matches my bandana. And I am using a tool. I am running low on this little box that I have. And I will be opening up. I bought like 3 more off of Amazon. So I will be using it. Opening up a new box pretty shortly. They are not expensive. They're like $6 for 120 of them. And because I don't necessarily apply my eyeshadow like this all the time, it takes me a long time to use them up. Probably 6 months maybe. So, and they're multi-sided, so depending on what I'm doing and what I am like, if I'm using a topper, if I'm doing just one base color, I may or may not use both because they're dual-sided. Okay, so this is one side. Y'all see this is white. The other side is this pink that I just applied. Then on the bottom, so they have 4 sides. I may only use 2 sides. So I don't go through them as fast as I may possibly could go through them. Okay. All right, so that's one good coating. Okay. I like that pink. That's really pretty. That is really pretty. This is a nice matte pink. I like this. Okay, so I'm going to have to remember that when I go to do a pink again. And I am looking for a nice pink matte. This is a nice pink matte. It's a deeper pink. Not like an electric pink, but it's a nice deeper, almost mauve pink. Almost. I like this. Because I'm very pleased with ColourPop's pigments. Because their pigments are very pigmented. I know I said the word pigment in there like 20 times, but it's very pigmented. Like, this is fantastic just for this to be a matte. Like, I'm using this as a matte base coat. This is pretty pigmented, and it goes on really smooth. And nice powder lay down. I don't have any fallout here. None. Usually if I'm gonna have fallout, it is mostly because I'm heavy-handed, but even as heavy-handed as I am here, I'm not getting fallout. So okay, I think we got that pretty good on there. Okay, so now we have that base coat on. See, that looks really pretty. I like that. Very, very pleased with that. All right, let's go on and do this here topper. All right, so like I say, for the topper, we're going to do Cotton Cloud, which is this. I've never used it. I've used the one under it, Flossy. I've used that. I think I did that for when we went out for the night before my my sister-in-law's bachelorette party, or her bridal shower. My bad. Her bridal shower. I was thinking about, did she have a bachelorette? She did, but it was like a destination bachelorette. So, and I did not go to that. Okay, so I like that. Ooh, that's really, really pretty as the topper. I was trying to get it on the brush real good to put it on. This is really pretty. That's really pretty. That is super pretty. I like that combination too. Y'all know I be in here mixing eye combinations. Like Miss Melinda Melrose be doing with her lip combos. I do with my eye combos. Because I'm always trying to put a topper and something together. That is a nice shimmer on top of that matte pink. That is really, really pretty. And it's not like a loud shimmer either. It's there. Like, you almost can't, I mean, you can see it on my eye if I close my eye, but yeah, that's really, really pretty. Bro. That turned out really, really pretty. That was a good combination. Because, see, I wonder if by itself, if this would be as shimmery, and would you be able to see it? I assume you would. It's a very pale pink shimmer. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if you would be able to see that. And as I correctly predicted, you don't really see my crease cut because now it matches. I mean, you can see it if you're up close. And I can tell where it is on camera, but yeah, that's really, really, really nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, that turned out nicely. I'm very pleased with that. Let me see if I can pull this shade down just a tad. Sometimes I have trouble hitting this corner over here because I can't see it all that well when I'm doing it. And I feel like I'm not hitting it very well. So I feel like it'll be some left off. Okay. All right. So that pink turned out pretty. Wow. Okay. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, ColourPop, you came through. All right, now let's test this mascara. So I'm going to put on some good old reliable. This is the Essence Super Volume, the volume booster with Super Fruits. Super Volume with Super Fruits. And then we're going to put on this, we're going to try out this mascara and see what it does. Because I bought this new mascara. I promise we're getting to the new products. We are getting to the new products. But I want to see what this mascara does. And y'all know I like to finish my eyes first. I like if I'm going to start with the eyes, I finish it. At least the main part of the eye. Because my under eye I like to do last. Okay. Getting this primer on. Getting my lash primer on. You can always tell when you got enough on because your lashes will appear white. And in the case of the Essence, the other Essence one, they will, the Lash Princess Primer, it will show up as turquoise blue. All right. So as you can see, my lashes are very white right now. All right. Let's go in. New product alert. This is the Makeup Revolution Wrap Lash Mega Extension and Volume Tubing Mascara. I always have to put it off to the side to be able to read it. And this is in the shade black, I think. I think this is just a black. It does not say, but I'm assuming it's just black. And I put it in my catalog already. I've already cataloged it. So we're opening this up. And as you can see, it is a very, this is for mega volume. This is for length and so. All right, let's go in with it. See what it does. See how she do. Somebody complained. They were like, I don't like when people refer to makeup as she. I'm like, why? Why do you care how somebody refers to makeup? Maybe that's how they like to do it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. It's like, all right. Okay. I'm a little bit ignorant. I have to go figure out the difference between tubing and regular, because to me this looks exactly like a regular mascara that I already have, several other ones that I already have. So I feel like this is just a mascara. Like, I don't know what the difference is between tubing, and I know that I'm ignorant on that, so I will go and figure it out and report back. All right, it's all right. It's all right. I feel like this is gonna need some help. Now, this was $13. I mean, I can see it. Like, you can see my lashes clearly. I feel like that would need some help to balance that out a little bit. So. I'm going to go ahead and add it to this other. I mean, this ain't too much different than any other mascara that I own. Okay. Okay. It's adding some nice. I mean, it's giving it definitely the volume. This is definitely giving volume. Now length, I don't know, but that might be just me though, because my lashes are a little stubby right now. So just a tad stubby. Okay. I mean, it's giving. It's giving. It's doing something. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's mascara. It's okay. So let me see. Since we already see what it's doing, you can see my lashes, and they are nice and fanned out. So let's add some of, and I know I've used this before in a buying and trying because I just bought this. But let's add a little bit of Dior, the Dior show. Let's see what it does when added to this. Because the Dior, I've noticed this Dior needs a little help too when I use it. I mean, it did add a little bit, but it too needs a little bit of help when you use it. But like I say, my lashes are a little stubby right now. So okay. Yeah, not bad. Both of them on their own are not bad. They're actually pretty decent. This is decent. I like this. This was $13, and it was not on sale when I did the 21 Days of Beauties. I just happened to pick it up because I went past that section. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was like, hold on, wait just one moment. And my husband was like, he just gave me that look like, you fixing to buy something you ain't already had on the list, didn't you? And I was like, don't judge me. I was like, don't judge me. And he's like, he just kind of made that face like, wife. So, all right. We are ready to do face. I'm thinking, do I want to go ahead and add yeah, I think I want to, I'm trying to think, do I want to do my under eye first and then add this, or do I want to do that first and add it? I think we're going to do under eye first. Okay. Again, I had this all worked out in my mind before we got to filming, and here we are. Okay, so this is not a new product alert because we've used this before and we used it on camera during a buying and trying. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Radiant Cream Concealer. Now, y'all are going to be like, but you already used this. I know I did. So, what I want y'all to understand is, when I discover that I buy the wrong shade, which infinitely pisses me off, I will go back and find the right shade. I will figure it out. Because it's going to bother me until I do. And then, once I do, I will use it during a buying and trying at some point. Now, this is the right shade for the concealer to brighten up the under eye. Okay. What your girl discovered was she had the wrong shade for this one, and y'all saw that. It was the wrong shade. 8.0 Amber, wrong shade. This is supposedly the correct shade. This is Cinnamon 9.0 in the Neutrogena Matte CC Cream. Okay. I have not. I think I have opened this. I did open it and I tested it and it was the correct shade. So I went back to Walgreens and I bought it. So we're going to try it. So what I'm doing is I squeezed a little bit out and put it on my little Real Techniques palette that, yes, needs to be cleaned. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm just lazy. Listen, I'm lazy and I don't clean my brushes every week like I'm supposed to. I'm the only person, though, who's using this. I am not, in fact, using this and then going and running and doing somebody else's face. I am, in fact, doing this myself to myself. So, now, as you can see, much better color match. Because if y'all remember, and you'll recall, that 8.0 was so bright. Soon as I put it on, I knew it was the wrong color. I was like, oh, no, this is entirely too bright. So I had to darken it down. But that's what we do here at Budget Beauty. We buy and we try. I like to get the color match correct before I buy it, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we buy it thinking, oh, okay, this is going to work, and this is the right shade, and then we get it home and we try it, and it's like, whoops, you screwed that up. Congratulations, take this L to go along with your name. Here's another L. So, that is part of the process here. And also, hopefully, what I am doing is giving back to someone who looks like me, who will go, hey, I wonder if that shade range is good. My skin tone looks a little bit like hers. Let me see. Maybe that might work on my skin tone. I try to perform a service here, folks. Perform a service. I don't know if I succeed, but hopefully somebody gets something out of this and they see this and they go, oh, yeah, 8.0 was bad for her. Ooh, she used the wrong color. But she then figured it out that it was 9.0. And look at that. I'm also 9.0. And my skin tone looks like hers. So I hope that I have helped somebody somewhere so that people see this makeup being put on real time. Hey, this is what it looks like on a real person who is not a makeup artist. I don't know no super fancy tricks of the trade. I just like to do makeup. I really like to enjoy and like to do makeup. And I'm weird. So kind of weird and have had a very weird, interesting, somewhat goofy life. So yeah, I hope that I entertain y'all and you learn something from me. All right, so we're good. All right. So my husband was very excited because I told him I found the correct shade, because I had relayed the story of putting on the wrong shade, and he was like, ooh, girl. Like, you could just tell he was like, girl. I was like, girl. Yeah, imagine being the person trying to put this on, and it didn't work. All right, so this is the Essence, foundation brush that I bought from Ulta. All right, I'm going to go ahead and blend this. And I do like how this brush blends. It is a nice blending brush. Y'all look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Neutrogena. This is great. Like I say, the wrong shade was the problem. It wasn't the performance in the blending or anything. It blended so creamily. It was just wonderful. It's just I picked the wrong shade. It wasn't nothing wrong with the actual, foundation. I mean, look at that. That is almost an exact perfect match for me. Almost. Decent coverage. It's decent. It's medium coverage because I can still kind of sort of see over here, but that's not bad at all, Neutrogena. I mean, like I say, I was pleased with the coverage and how it blended on my skin when I was doing it with that wrong shade. I mean, that is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous blend. All right, let's blend out this forehead. But that, I mean, that is a gorgeous blend. And the concealer works really well with it. I mean, that concealer blended out really well too the last time when I did it with the wrong shade. So kind of excited to see what's going to happen here with this concealer. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking in my mirror, not my phone, as I'm recording this, and that is a smooth, beautiful blend. Look at that. That shade is perfect. It's a little lighter, but not by much. I could get away with this shade and not have to like color correct with setting powder or anything like that. I could. I'm pleased with this. Okay. Nice. All right. So let's go in with our Morph. I'm going to go in with the Morph brush. This is the angled concealer brush. Get this under eye. But see, this works really well for brightening under the eye. Look at that. That's wonderful. Very pleased. Blends well. Blends right in. Brightens really quickly. Look at that. It's worth the $16 they want you to pay for this. It was 16. I want to say it was $16.99, so it might be it actually 17. But for both of these. So, but I would pay 17 for this. I would. Based on this blending and coverage and shade match and ease of use, I would pay $17 for this. I bought some other foundation that's $24. So I mean, I'd pay for that. And I like Neutrogena. Y'all know how much I rave about Neutrogena on this channel. Because I use their y'all know I use their face products for skincare religiously and have done so for decades. I've used Neutrogena skincare products since I was a teenager, and I will be 45 on my birthday, so that should tell you it's been at least 30 years. So I mean, look at that. I love that. I love how that turned out. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Trying to see, did I blend well enough? I did. Okay. I feel like I blended well enough. Some stuff going on with my lashes here. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with that. That looks really good. Let's see if I can do a little bit. Yep, there we go. Exactly what I was looking for to tackle that. Okay. Handled. Kind of. But somewhat. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. That looks fantastic on my skin. Yeah. Very pleased. So now to set it. And actually, before we do that, I do have new product alert. I was thinking, did I have anything else to do that was cream? I do. All right. New product alert. we bought I know that's hard to read, but that is the Fui Blurry Pudding Pot. And this is the shade PK01 Baby. This is going to be nice. This is going to be very nice. I'm very excited about this. I'll get my little brush here. So it's a little tiny pot though. Eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to have to start sticking my fingers in it, which I don't want to do because I don't like sticking my fingers in my makeup. And I don't like applying with my fingers, but here we are. And so I'm going to take my brush. This is the Morph 204, M204 Cream and Liquid blush brush here. And pick her up and do her like this on my skin. I can see it. It's definitely going to be buildable. I feel like I didn't put on enough. All right, there we go. Okay. As you can see, there it is. Okay. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to put on my, I'm going to set this down with some setting powder and it's going to disappear. So, yeah, if I add a bunch now, it'll probably still come through. They really acting like I need to be doing this with my finger. So, I don't want to do it with my finger, though. Okay, that's a nice color. I like that. Oh, it's very, ooh. So I'm touching it. I am actually touching this with my finger. And I can like squish it in there. What in the world is this? I am not prepared for that. Let me rub that on the back of my hand to smooth that out a little bit. And then take some of that and do it here. Because I feel like if I put my finger directly on that and then directly on my face, it's going to be a lot. So, and I'm going to like smear it. So, yeah, I just do that. But yeah, that looks nice. That's a nice color. Okay. It reminds me of Rare Beauty and that Cloudtopia from Maybelline. Now, this was $20 regular price. I got it for $10 because of the 21 days of beauty sale. So, would I buy this at full price? I don't know. I mean, I got other ones that look like this that do what it's doing for cheaper. So, I don't know. Maybe. But I heard good reviews about this. Thanks, Miss Darcy. I heard really good reviews about this. And so I was like, okay. So I'm pleased with that. That's fine. I'm very pleased with that. So yeah. Now I could also take this excess and put it on my lips, but I'm not gonna because I have a new lip gloss to try, which I'm very excited to try. So I want to see what that's gonna perform like. So we do need to set the face though. So let's set her. So we're gonna try this Live Tinted one more time. Live Tinted. Come on, Live Tinted. You know I love you. I need you to work with me here. I need you to, how much it costs. I need you to work with me here. Be good bear and work with me here. All right, so this is the Live Tinted Hue Skin Brightening Core Setting Powder. Medium tone. It's in the shade medium tone. So what's gonna happen here is, and this is what I've learned, the brightening core. So this part is really for your under eye. The outer part is for your face. So my problem is I'm not doing it right. So I gotta find some type of setting mechanism here. Yeah, your girl's not doing it right. Feel like I'm not. All right, so This is kind of like when I do the She Glam. I'm looking down at the She Glam. That's why I said that. All right. So I did the center core. Put it on the top of this. I'm going to buff it down a little bit. And then I'm going to set my under eye with it. Okay. All right. So see, I did it right that time. And then take that, brighten that down, and then come up underneath his eye and do this. So yes, as you can see, it's now brightened down up underneath the eye and it's set. Okay. I'm understanding this a little bit better now because your girl did not do it right the first time. I did not. I know for a fact I didn't. All right. So now we're going to do the outer ring to set the face. All right. And it helps that I use the different sides of this to do this, so I don't get the brightening one on my face where I want the outer ring to do for. I want the outer ring to do all of that. I'm taking care to avoid my under eye area. So, all right. Yeah, so I understand how this is working now. This is a little bit better because when I did it before, your girl didn't do it right. Ew. Did not. I had the under eye part just all on the outer face. I'm like, what? No. You didn't do that right, Lindsay. So I was like, all right, let's learn how to do this right, please, ma'am. Okay. Okay. And so that is correct now. I did this correctly because my face is set. I can see exactly that I put powder on in every major area that needed it. Okay. And my blush is still peeking through. Okay. That is how we're supposed to do that. She can be taught. Listen, I love Aladdin and I quote it all day long. And that is one of the things he says. He says he hits them with it in the cave of wonders before they get out of there, and he's like, he can be taught. Well, I'm like, yep, I can be sometimes. All right, so now I'm gonna do my blush here, my powder blush, to add a little bit because I want to test this too. So powder blush. This is new product alert. This is the Makeup Revolution Blusher Reloaded in the shade Pink Lady. So I like this, and I pointed this out yesterday in the beauty haul. I like this with the R's. See how all of the R's, it has the imprint of the R's. I really like that. That, to me, I like that little touch to the product. I like that with the packaging. All right, so I'm taking my Morph powder brush. This is the M164. And also these Pyramid Puffs, these are all Juvia's Place. This is a Juvia's Place. I know it's super dirty. I just used it. But also it's dirty. I need to clean it. But that is the Pyramid Puff. That's the small Pyramid Puff from Juvia's Place. All right, so I'm going to take this and do. I want to see how pigmented this is going to be. Oh, that looks super pigmented. I'm doing a little bit like this to get the excess off of there. This looks super pigmented. Okay. Yeah, that's actually super pigmented. Okay. This is like using the NYX Buttermilk Blush or Juvia's Place. But definitely the NYX Buttermilk Blush. This reminds me of that. And Fenty. Does remind me of the Fenty. Because I got some Fenty that is... Y'all know I got a lot of Fenty blush that is super pigmented. Their suede blush is... Buddy. It is very pigmented. And you have to be very careful about not bouncing a lot of this onto your face. And then you be like, oh, girl, that's too much blush. You need to tone some of that down. Just a little bit. I like that it's super pigmented, though. So, I know that looks like it's a lot, but down here, trying to bounce it up a little bit higher. I'm getting used to doing it a little bit higher. I still kind of do it down that way, and I don't want to necessarily do it down that way. I also don't want to do 80s style. Okay. Let's put some on the apple of the cheeks. Okay. All right, Makeup Revolution. That's pretty. That's very pretty. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So, that turned out nicely. Okay. So now we need to do lips. So I need to find a pink pencil for my lips. Which I think I got one down here. Yeah, I do. Alright, so this is the Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. It is not new. I bought this some time ago, like maybe 2 or 3 beauty hauls ago. So this isn't a new product. But I like it. It also reminds me of a perfume I had in the 90s. I randomly wore this perfume in the 90s. Because I stopped wearing perfume in the 90s. The girl was not interested after a certain point. I got out of wearing perfume. Also, because I got tired of smelling it. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel like wearing perfume. So, new product alert. This is why I wanted to wear pink. Because a lot of this, like I say, is going to be pink. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick. This is the High Shimmer Gloss Bomb Stick. So, yeah. This is the Gloss Bomb Stick, and then it says it is a subset. It says High Shimmer Gloss Stick. And this is in the shade Flamingo Fling, number 5. And it pops off like it's a lipstick. I ain't used one of these in a long time. I do have a lip gloss from Juvia's Place that's like this, but not too many. Most of mine are like liquid, like the liquid lipsticks. All right, so this should have some gloss, and it should have shimmer to the gloss. So let's go. I'm excited. It's Fenty. Okay. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Am I putting this on right? I was not. It is glossy. And it is shiny. Okay. Now my lips are being real goofy right now because they're dry. But I like that. Damn, I like that. Oh, I like that. That looks good. This gives me that gloss shine without having to put on a liquid lipstick and then put on gloss on top of it. This does this all in one step. And you can see that right there in this section. That's Shimmer. That is Shimmer. And it's on this side too. Ooh, I like this. This is going to work for when I do Barbie pink things. Oh, Rihanna. 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 I mean, look at that. That looks like a Barbie. That looks very Barbie-like. And that is, I like Barbie pink. I mean, I'm a Barbie enthusiast. I'm looking in a Barbie trifold mirror. Oh, I love it. That is, I'm so glad I didn't miss this yesterday or Friday when I bought it. Rihanna. Look at that. I mean, that looks good on my lips because I have big lips to be able to, like, put a bunch of it on. But look, I'm so pleased with that. Oh, that's gonna be fire when I go to do something else with this. Oh, I mean, this almost like that chameleon chrome from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild got the chameleon chrome lip gloss. Oh, but look at that. That's pretty. I'm very pleased with that. That is cute. Rihanna, this is cute. I like it. This is, I mean, y'all see this. This pink is very pink. It is exactly pink like this. I'm very pleased with this. So this I got on sale. This was originally $26 and I got it on sale for $13. I would pay $13 for this. Hell, I might pay $26 for this. I might. This level of shine and shimmer, and I mean, I already have some Fenty lip gloss that I did spend $23 on. And it was, I mean, I love it because you want pink gloss except no substitutes. But it's the shade Fussy. But I like this. This is really, really pretty. I might have to go get some more shades. It ain't on sale right now, but because it was the one day only on the bonus day for the 21 Days of Beauty. But I might have to go get some more of this because this is good. I might want to get the I think they had like a frosted one. I think like a frosted like white one. I might have to do that. Ooh, Rihanna gonna make me have to reach into my bag as usual because I stay buying Fenty at TJ Maxx, and it's not at TJ Maxx, but I got that from Ulta. But okay. Like, I'm looking hard at this because I'm making some plans in my head right now. I'm thinking real hard about that. Okay. Anyway, this Makeup Revolution, like I say, this is a new product alert. I got this for $13. This is good for $13. I mean, look at, y'all see that? That's nice pigmentation. That's $13. Yeah, okay. All right, Makeup Revolution. Y'all look weird with how many different names you had going on there for a minute, but this is pretty good. I also like their foundation. Their foundation's fantastic. And their concealer is actually pretty good. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I'll try their blush, their powder blush, and see what they got going on because I like the other things that I have from them. So yeah, if you give me a good product and you consistently give me good products, I'll keep buying it and trying something new in your lines. And that was, yeah, okay. So I really like how this look came together. I mean, I look very pink. I look super pink, but I like how this came together. That blush is it's a little loud, but I mean, I could powder it down if I really wanted to. I could set that and powder it down, and it would calm down just a tad, which I may just do that. Let me see. I might just do that. But I mean, that's pretty good. I'm reaching into my kit to get some other setting powder than what I used. To calm this down just a tad. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that. And what I'm using here to calm this down just a little bit is the Wet n Wild photo focus. Yeah, no, sorry, Wet n Wild Bare Focus clarifying finishing powder. This is a favorite in this house, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is a favorite. Now I do have the photo focus banana powder, loose setting powder, and it is very good. I do like it too. It's very good. Now see this side, it instantly calms down. This side, I still got a little bit going on here, but it's not terrible. Like, it's not where I'm like, oh no, I put on too much blush. It's just, I wanted it a little calm down, is all. All right. So I guess I'm going to set my face and with some setting spray, and we done. So now I'm not planning to go out the house, and I am going to take this off later. So I'm not going to set it with, I'm not going to use my L'Oreal Infallible because I don't need to. I am going to use this Morph. This is the Morph Continuous Prep and Set Mist. You could use this as a primer, and I have, and you can use this as a setting spray, which I am going to do. Now, I do need to use Mr. Sweetful to set this once to set it and to dry it down. So, all right, here goes. I like it. It is pretty good. I mean, it's okay as a primer. It really is okay as a primer. It's Mr. Sweetful fan. Yeah, it's okay as a primer. It's not anything I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to run and use this first. I wouldn't necessarily do that, but I'm very pleased with this. I'm super pleased. I'm also wearing my earrings from my friend. She bought me these bunny earrings, and they are the most adorable pink earrings. And so I like wearing them. I do like wearing them when I wear something pink. And she is the sweetest. She's the sweetest. I used to work with her, and she has since moved to another location, and I miss her a lot. It's not the same without her. It's really not. She know who she is if she watching this. She knows. But yeah, I very much appreciated her, and I was looking forward to working with her. But she bought me these little earrings, and they are super adorable. And they work perfectly with pink outfits. So, especially when I want something small, I don't want like dangly earrings or anything. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with how this look turned out. This side of my face is not as dry as the other side, much as I would like. But very pleased, very, very, very pleased with this, how this look turned out. So now I know I can use these products, and I know I can integrate them in, and they work, such as the Neutrogena face foundation. Because when I tell y'all I bought that, y'all saw it on camera if you was watching. I used it and went to go put that 8.0 on, and buddy, It was not the right shade. I was like, this does not, no, this is the wrong shade. We need about 3, 4 shades darker. I mean, you live and you learn, and you learn from your mistakes. But it was like, bro, this is completely not in the right, like, color spectrum. It was brown. It was brown. But it wasn't the right brown. It wasn't deep enough. It looked very, it made my skin look ashy. Like I had been, going, like I didn't put lotion on like my hands or something. It was like that. So I was like, oh no, this is not the right shade. So like I said, I kept it because I can do things with it. I can make it work. There are ways for me to make that work. But yeah, that was a miss. So when I went back and bought it again, now I know that this one is the right one because you can see it works really well. I don't think, I'm trying to see if this is a matte. Yeah, this is matte. Okay, so yeah, this is matte. Okay. But yeah, I'm very pleased with this. Very pleased with this. This worked very well. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that blush. Got my money's worth for that blush. And the eyeshadow I already had, but that shade, that shade, as y'all can see, that shade is gorgeous. This lip is bussin'. Okay. Rihanna, unhand me. Because I'm finna just reach it in my pocketbook for you. The mascara is decent too. Like I say, it's decent. Even without that assist from the Dior. It's decent. It's not bad. So yeah, Live Tinted, we finally figured out how to use this and do it right. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I like how that under eye is nice and bright up underneath there. In addition to the Neutrogena, concealer. This is, yeah, I actually really like this. This is really good. I just wasn't expecting Neutrogena makeup. Like that for me just came out of nowhere because yes, I use their facial cleansers all the time. I didn't know, like I maybe I just blocked it subconsciously because I'm always associate Neutrogena with my skincare routine. I wasn't thinking about their makeup at all. And I happened to be in the store and saw it. I was in Walgreens and was like, like, I'm just sitting there like, what? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. That turned out really well. That's a good buy, Neutrogena. I'm pleased. So I will be purchasing it again in the future. Yeah. And it's very lightweight too, by the way. I do not feel it on my face. It's like I don't have anything on my face. I mean, I see it, obviously, and I just sat here and did all this, but I don't feel it on my face. It's very lightweight. Concealer is very lightweight. So, and also, of course, the setting, it's the setting powder that I use, very lightweight. Like, I don't feel like I have anything on my face. So that's good. That'll be good in the summertime. I think we'll be good in the summer. So I'm very pleased. Very pleased. So I want to thank you for watching. Please come back and watch more of my videos later. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bells and notifications so that you do not miss a video when I post content. I try to do something at least once a week. If it's not just the main series, it's something else, like I'm going somewhere and I'm doing random makeup videos or something. So I try to put out some content and be consistent with it and just talk about makeup. So drop a comment and let me know what you think. We'll see you later. Peace.